Thanks for volunteering to help evaluate the appellate section of our youth and government competition. All of these students have worked so hard researching this case. I've been an evaluator for several years, and there have been many times where I would have totally believed that the people I was evaluating were second-year law students. You're going to see some students that have really put a lot of work into the analytics here. You don't need to have a familiarity with the exact case here or the case law, because the students are going to present all of the background facts and everything for you. You'll have your evaluator form, and you'll see the different things that we're looking for in their oral presentations. They've also submitted written briefs, but those will be evaluated separately. The first thing that you'll be asked to grade, as you see on your form, is their knowledge of the facts. They'll be able to present that in a way that you understand, and that's how you'll know that they have an understanding of it. The second is the use of case law, how well they're comparing the case before you to establish case law either at the Supreme Court or state appeals court level. How well they argue, how persuasive they are in presenting a cogent and understandable argument that would make you want to vote their way is another area that you'll grade. Their professional demeanor, and then another one that will really sometimes trip some students up is how well they respond to questions posed to them by the justices before them. Sometimes they'll have one justice before them, sometimes they'll have two or three, and they will be presented with questions about their argument. They should be able to respond to those questions without being too flustered, without having to shuffle through a lot of papers, or without just staring and not knowing how to respond to questions. That's an important part of this competition. With all of our grading, you'll be grading from 0 to 5, 5 being outstanding, 0 being just didn't do the thing at all. We kind of like to think of it as starting as a 3 as the default. That's where we assume is going to be the average where everyone is. And then you go up or down from there in their grading, depending on how well they present those particular areas of their argument. You don't have to add it all up. We can add it up for you. Just as you go along the form, you can take notes. Sometimes there's an opportunity to provide feedback in the room. Sometimes we're very pressed for time, and there's only an opportunity for us later to provide your written feedback. So any feedback that you have for them that would help them to sharpen their performance, because the competition gets tougher and tougher the more it goes along. Anything that you can do to help them out, I'm sure they're greatly appreciated. And we greatly appreciate you volunteering to do this. We couldn't do this competition without you. And we really appreciate everyone who stepped up to listen to these kids. I hope you enjoy it. I know I always do. It's great to see all of their hard work coming to fruition and for us to have a great competition.